It's Christmas Eve. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 24. My name is Becca and this is my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button down below and click the bell to the right of it to receive notifications. Doesn't cost anything from you, but it means a whole lot to me when folks take the time out of their busy schedule to subscribe to my channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the December 2021 Sewers Club box, and I do have a promotion code for you that I'll put in the first comment down below this video. So if you want to sign up for this, you'll get 20% off of your first box with Sewers Club. This is a monthly project sewing box. It's a lot of fun, it's very affordable, and I can't wait to walk you through all of it. But before we do, let me just bring you up to speed on a couple of things. First up, the studio. So we heard back from Martyr, and first of all, we are completely on track with his original schedule to have everything done by 12/31, so nothing's delayed. But the reason why we are not ahead of that schedule is because he had some scheduling snafus. A couple of team members got sick, and one of the team members' family ended up needed to be in isolation because of the pandemic. So totally understandable, especially given the time that we're in. I hope his team members recover nicely, have a wonderful holiday, and we'll get back to work after Christmas. Unfortunately, that means I'm not going to be able to do a reveal of the studio in its final form until after Vlogmas. But that's okay anyway, because my windows won't even be in, and I really want to wait to take you on a full official tour until the windows are in and fully installed. But I can tell you this. Sometime shortly after the new year, my live streams and videos will transition into that Quilter studio, and I will be taking you along for the journey as I figure out how to organize and set up my space. And if that's something you're interested in, definitely make sure to subscribe. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the Becca's Blocks to Better Health project that I'm going to do in 2022. I am really excited to get started. I've already started logging all of my food and taking stock of what I should be and should not be eating, so that's great. But I haven't made a single block yet, and I'm going to save that for the first week in January. I have gotten such an overwhelmingly positive response from all of you about this journey. Either you're going to take it with me, or you're going to cheer me on from the sidelines. Either way, doesn't matter. Both of those mean a lot to me. I want to take a few minutes to introduce you guys to Kristen, who is doing a very similar thing on her channel, and she is the inspiration or my muse behind this project. I've given you all a link to her channel, and I will put it again in the first comment down below this video. But even bigger than that, I have found a time that works for her schedule and time zone and mine, where we're going to go live right here on this channel, and I'm going to introduce you guys to Kristen, her weight loss quilt, her journey, and we're going to talk about how I'm going to adapt it for mine. So if this is something that you are starting in 2022 with me, with her, with both of us, or maybe you're doing it anyway, or maybe you're just cheering us on, this is a live stream you don't want to miss. And if you can't be there, as always, my live streams will be available for replay. We're going to try to keep that live stream to just about an hour, just to be respectful of everybody's time. It will be at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, January 2nd. It'll just be a Q&A session with Kristen and myself where we'll talk about what our goals are for 2022, how we're going to build out our quilt, what our programs look like, and really encouraging you to subscribe to both of our channels and keep up with that community that she's building on Instagram and could even expand to Facebook and maybe even a few other areas. We'll see what happens in 2022. I am super excited, and I know a few of you have been a little questionable about what fabric to buy, so I want to be very clear about what I'm going to do for the start of this. The first thing I'm going to do is not overly worry about all of my fabric being matchy-matchy, and I'm not going to select a fabric that is a specific designer line, because when that fabric runs out, as we all know, it runs out. I'm going to stick to more of the basics that you can get all of the time. I'm thinking something like solids or grunge or maybe a Swiss dot from Riley Blake. Something along those lines that most quilt stores carry they don't run out of, and if they do run out of, they can get back in stock very easily. To start off with, I'm going to buy 4 yards of a low volume for my background. I'm going to buy 2 yards of a dark, probably a black fabric to signify days where I didn't do so well. And I'm going to buy 2 yards of 2 different colors. One will represent food and one will represent exercise. And they're just going to be colors that play nicely off of the black and the white. I may toss in an additional 2 yards of another color that plays well with all those, just to be some sashing around each of my blocks. But I might also decide to use my background for the sashing. I don't really know yet. That will be TBD. It'll really depend on what I find online to buy. Keep in mind, this is all off the top of my head, and you might need less or more than those fabric requirements, but at least now you have enough concept of what you're going to start with to start shopping and get those fabrics in and ready to go for week 1. We're going to start tracking on January 1st, and my first vlog will go up sometimes towards the end of the first week of 2022. So you still have a couple of weeks. Okay, those are the big updates that I want to share with you. I am ready to dive into my Sewers Club box. Let's see what project they have curated for us in this one. Here's the box. I still have the tape that needs to be cut. I'm hoping you remember this from the November box. This is a subscription box and you can add a couple of add-ons to it. So I think they send the add-ons for me. So just kind of keep in mind that if you subscribed, there might be some items in this box I got that you didn't get if you didn't elect the add-ons. Right on top, we have our card that tells us all about the items that are inside the box. I'm going to go through everything one at a time and explain to you all the stuff that's in the box. We also have our pattern card for the project we're going to make this month, and this really looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it. We are going to make a double-sided zipper pouch. So we should have everything we need in the box to make this. And on the back side of this card, I don't want to show it to you because I would be giving away all of the instructions. But on the back side of this card, there are step-by-step details with color illustrations on how to do this project. And if you are a Sewer Club member, there are videos on the website to walk you through this as well. So it's a great deal. This month we have 2 special bonuses for everybody, I believe. The first one is a spool of black thread, and this is going to be necessary for your project. You'll see why in just a couple of minutes. This is a small spool of Gutermann 100% polyester thread in black. And polyester thread actually, from what I've heard, I'm not a huge bag maker, but from what I've heard, the polyester thread is actually really good to use when you're putting bags together because it's a little bit stronger and it's not gonna, the thread's not gonna break as easily while you're using the bag. I don't know if that's true or not. If you are an experienced bag maker, let me know what you think in the comments down below. The other bonus item that we have is a bonus fat quarter, and it's actually really kind of cool. Take a look. This is what it looks like, and they wrote that this is a Material Girl fat quarter. They said, as a gift from us to you this holiday season, we have included 1 Material Girl fat quarter for you to enjoy in either a brown or a gray. The print consists of a fun overlapping pattern design that is a perfect fit for sewers and can be used for a project of your choice. Sewers Club offers you an add-on notion, which is just a way for you to add an extra notion to your box for an extra charge. And if you got one this month, what you have is a package of Nailed It thimbles by the Gypsy Quilter. Let's take a look. The pamphlet writes that the Nailed It open thimbles are a great tool to protect your ring finger, index finger, and or middle finger from needles while hand sewing. The silicone thimbles come in 2 sizes, medium and large, and with an open side showing your nails. This is a 2-piece set with a medium and a large thimble in there, so one of the 2 of them should fit one of your fingers. Now let's take a look at the materials that they've curated for our project, and I think we might have enough to make 2. The little card inside says that in celebration of the holiday season, we will be making a double-sided zipper pouch using Northcott's Alpine Winter Collection. The project materials are going to include 2 9-inch zippers. These are really pretty zippers with beautiful silver teeth and a black zipper tape. And this zipper pull is a snowflake. It's so cute. I don't know if this zipper is a polyester or a nylon all-purpose zipper or if it's actually metal. I think it's polyester or nylon. And the reason why I bring that up is because when you're using a zipper, if it has metal teeth, you want to be extremely careful to not sew over the teeth of the zipper because you could break a needle, you could put your eye out. All sorts of nastiness could happen. But with nylon or polyester zips that are all-purpose, you can sew over them to help secure your seams. So I'm sure the video that they've put together for this project will walk you through all of that. The fabric is just as fun and coordinates really nicely with those zipper pulls. Each of the pieces of fabric that they gave to us are a 10-inch by width of fabric cut. The first one is this really pretty kind of wintry design. It's got ice skates on it and these snowshoes. I don't even know what those are. Are those the things that my dad used to tell me he would wear on the bottoms of his shoes when he would walk 10 miles in 3 feet of snow uphill to school and back every single day? I'm just curious. But this is really pretty. And to go with that print, we have this really pretty plaid. And I feel like we got this in last month's box too. It's a black and white check and it's going to coordinate with that print really nice. Take a look at that. We also need a little bit of interfacing to make our bag have a little bit of body. And so we have got a 10-inch by 22-inch piece of fusible fleece. Fusible fleece is basically just fleece on one side, and then on the other side, you have a rough, bumpy side, and this is the side that has the glue. The idea is that you'll lay this on your fabric, you'll leave the soft, nicer to touch side face up, maybe cover it with some cheesecloth or some parchment paper or something, and you're going to use a hot iron to melt that glue to the wrong side, the back side of your fabric, and that's just going to give you instant batting that you don't have to quilt in right away. Now, if you want to quilt it, I am sure that is going to be absolutely appropriate. In fact, I will probably do some light quilting on my fabric before I put it into the overall bag. We'll have to see how the project goes together. This definitely looks like a fun project that I could whip up in no time flat, which is helpful because Christmas is tomorrow, and who wouldn't love a magical little zipper toiletry bag like they're going to have us put together in this box? If this seems like a project box that you're interested in, there are no hidden fees. What you see for the price on the website is actually what you pay. Shipping is included. It is a very affordable box, and the projects are beginner friendly. It's everything that you need to do just that project, and if you want to, you can elect for an add-on notion. It comes once a month, and I'm finding that the projects are small enough that you get it done before the next month arrives. So now let's take a look at day 24 from Missouri Star. But before we do, let's flash back to 2018 and see what we got in that box. Not much of a sneak peek, kind of gave the whole thing away. Got some note cards and envelopes. First of all, before we flash forward back into 2022, while you guys were watching 2018, threw another log in the fire. Did y'all notice that I've got a ton of flames in the background this time? Man, am I going to miss that fireplace when I move into my quilter studio. But it's only right on the other side of the wall. And there's nothing stopping me from grabbing some handwork and sitting in front of that cozy fire and doing some work for my family room. Maybe down the road, I can even save up some money and put an electric or a gas log fireplace into the studio. You know, down the road in the future. In 2018, we got a really cute set of note cards. Let's see what we have in 2022. We have, okay, this is kind of neat. We have a kit for a wool felt needle case called Sheepish. I can already tell you, I feel all the materials down inside of this. It's got our template, our pattern, and some pieces of wool felt in here, including our little embroidery floss to do some hand stitching, and even a needle. So literally everything you need is in this kit. I've always wondered about wool applique, which is what this is. I've never done it, but you know, I was just talking about it would be really cute to have a little project that I could do by hand and sit in front of the fire. So maybe this is one of those things that I could keep handy and come on back to the family room after the Quilter studio is built and just enjoy making this in front of the fire. We have one more day of Katrinkles, day 12, and I know I told you I was going to show you day 10 and 11 and the block from day 12, but I've got to have something to show you tomorrow for Katrinkles when you come back to see our final package from Missouri Star. So tomorrow you will see the final 3 blocks from my little mini quilt, and you might even see it pieced all together. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm going to spend a little time sewing today to get all this caught up. All right, let's take a look at our template for day 12. Oh, how cute. Our final template is this little 3/4 inch half square triangle, and it's going to be used to help build out a sawtooth star. And to make that, we're going to have to lean into the templates that we got along the way. Really excited about that. So that's what I'm going to be working on for Katrinkles day 12, and I also need to catch up on days 10 and 11. That's Vlogmas day 24 in the books. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to turn on notifications, and come on back tomorrow for the final video in our Vlogmas 2021 series. I'll see you all then. Bye!